Hello everyone. This is like a little podcast that Roland and myself have put together in around 12 days.
Yeah.
And you can see from the pictures all the things that we used for growing our wheatgrass. There is some rock dust here from Scotland, volcanic rock dust. And this is the famous book, Elaine Bruce, a guru in the field of wheatgrass with a big lineage. So day one, 1/2 a cup of wheatgrass berries, they're called. And I put them in this jar, which has got a special lid, so that will help me rinse the berries whenever I need to without too much fuss. So here I pour some of the berries in, and of course, being very clumsy, I get most of them out of the jar. But, as long as some are in it, that's fine. Then we got some good quality water, distilled water. So I like using water which is nice and pure, and I just submerge these berries, and I leave them for 8 hours, after which or even overnight, after which, as you can see, I rinse them from the first batch of water, get some filtered water back into the jar, and maybe proceed to rinse them once, twice, just to keep them happy. And after I rinse them thoroughly, I put them on this tray you can see on the left, and they will just kind of relax and start, sprouting. Germinating, yes. So that's very important. But it is a slow process, so this will take quite a long time. It's not very time consuming. You just need to wait and get to do many rinses. But here we are in our garden, and I think it's time for planting. Yeah. So because all the berries have got lovely tails, like germinating tails. That's the compost that I use. I mean, this is like a shortcut because we should use better soil that has been had this process of permaculture. And the permaculture, so you get nice organic soil, you put minerals in it, you make it very rich and fertile, and then you just keep recycling it and mixing it in your soil to get the best soil. This is just a quick fix. And even the compost probably there is probably a better compost. This is just my way of doing it. And we did learn some of the techniques from the course in Ludlow of living foods with Elaine Bruce. But, trying our best, as long as it works and something grows, we are happy. So, yes, so I'm trying to take away some bits and pieces, like little twigs, like little pieces of wood, and also to make sure there are not big lumps of soil, so it's quite fine and consistent, so that we can grow without problems. Here is the famous rock dust, like a million of years old, and I'm going to sprinkle some of it on in the tray, and here that is what I'm doing, and then I will just mix it in with my hands, so that it just gets some nice minerals in it. this bucket of volcanic rock lasts a long time, for sure. I mean, at least for what we do with just a few little trays of wheatgrass. Then I put all the berries, germinating berries, on the soil, just resting, like happily on the soil. I don't put any soil on over it, and then I just dampen the soil a little bit. Before planting them, actually, I rinse them one last time, so that the berries are still quite wet and moist. And then I proceed to put a tiny bit more water, and there it is, trying to get some stragglers out. Some they don't want to be eaten or germinate or join the group. But I think that will do. Then I pat around lovingly the berries and put a tray on it, and that creates a microclimate, because the berries have to be in the dark for at least 2 to 3 days before taking the lid off. Well, at the moment I just took the lid off to spray them and give some moisture and water so that they can be happy in the little microclimate. And so I try to maybe spray with a bottle so that I don't flood the tray with water. Oh, here we go, the little shoots, and it's so nice to see. They are so young and full of life, and they just love being hydrated, and they are just ready to go. So more spraying in the garage. And now look at the little plants. They are getting really, really happy and ready to get some sunshine now. And actually, we didn't see it properly, but the shoots were pushing the upper tray, telling me, please get me out of here, because I need some sun. There it is. There's the sun. Actually, we are already in the last day of production. We are off to Italy, so we could have actually waited a couple more days for the shoots to be longer. But this here is the quite fancy masticating juicer, which juices grasses, like wheatgrass or spinach or other greens, and takes gently collects all the nutrients without this other types of juicers, which are centrifugal, I think they are called. Anyway, so I cut with the scissors as close as possible to the ground to preserve as many nutrients as possible. And now this is just a very small amount because, as I said, we didn't have the full growth of the plants. So here I go. I just put a little bit in both cups, and if we want, sometimes we put an edge. To take the edge out, we put some apple in it.
A small amount of background. We went to the course in Ludlow to learn this from Elaine Bruce, and she learnt it from a lady called Ann Wigmore. And this is going back to Ann Wigmore came from Lithuania and settled in Boston. So she learnt this in Boston. And this wheatgrass is a very powerful process. Wheatgrass juice is a wonderful beverage, and it's made with an incredible concentration of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and it's 70% chlorophyll actually. So the the vitamins are A, C, E, K, B complex, and there's iron, magnesium, calcium, amino acids, and all sorts of enzymes and things. Now, it's used in our course when we had lots of wheatgrass juice. The idea was detoxification, detoxify. And chlorophyll definitely helps cleanse out the liver, the blood, and it really supports detox. That in turn will boost your immunity because it's very high in antioxidants like flavonoids, etc. And that combats oxidative stress. There's an alkalizing effect, which is wonderful, and it's great for digestive health. I mean, I could go on and on praising the powers, the wonderful qualities of wheatgrass juice, because it is near miraculous in what it does. But the most wonderful thing is if you look at the structure of it and look at magnesium and iron, and see how the structure of chlorophyll so matches that of hemoglobin, you can't help but think, look, if we just substitute the magnesium with iron, well, we get blood. So the saying on the course was that we were actually having a blood transfusion. Now, whether or not scientifically this is possible is another question. It's a slightly controversial subject, but all I'm going to leave you with is the fact that the hemoglobin and the chlorophyll are so alike in structure. That must be more than coincidence, I believe. Anyway, that's the story of wheatgrass. Whenever we need to go back to basics, we make ourselves some wheatgrass juice, we reset ourselves, we detox, we purify, and it has absolutely wonderful qualities to it. So wheatgrass juice is amazing. That's it. Cheerio then.